Yes. Like I said, we're back. We're back. We are back. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio, this special edition. Happy Christmas Eve. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like in, what's cracking like in, what is cracking like in?
Merry Christmas.
Hey man, Christmas Eve. Christmas is on the way. We have this Christmas time special. This little one is our first Christmas, so I can't wait for tomorrow, man. It's gonna be a blast. But other than that, we about to get it in. So let's go, let's go, let's get it.
Not only that, but shout out to those watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, guys. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Hassan, the first one in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, Hakeem, you already know this is a special edition of KL Culture Radio. So go ahead, you can drop the link. So, guys, you can come up, join us with us. Come on, join with us as we deep dive for different variety of topics. Don't worry, don't be scared. We won't
Hey,
bite. This is a special Christmas edition. Go ahead.
hey, please watch the language. Please, people, watch the language.
Respect the house. You come in here.
Respect the house. Stay
Respect the
away
house.
from the cursing. Use other phrases. Pew, pew, pew. Or don't just be watch the language.
Right.
I can't make it out. We know. Watch the language. No,
Yeah.
for real. Because, YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to language. So, guys, be mindful. Watch the language. We really do greatly appreciate it. And that being said, sports. Yes. Oh, yes. Jordan, what's going on in the sports world?
Let's get into it. So, Christmas is here. So, you definitely going to have some NFL games and some NBA games, but we're going to go to the NBA. So, we're going to talk about Anthony Edwards. So, Anthony Edwards got fined over $75,000 after using explicit language against the referee. This is the second time this month he's getting fined by the league. A lot of people say the league is very, very soft and everything, you really can't, talk. You really can't cuss like that to your players, or also to the league and everything. And a lot of people say, all right, it's getting soft, and also the players they're not necessarily because they don't want to get more fined or get in trouble, but using foul language, is you can say it back in the day, but now using foul language now, you're getting fined hefty. So, well, other than that, go out. I can't play the clip about Anthony Edwards of him getting fined. And then after that, we'll chop it up.
Terrible. Yeah, all of them. Besides the woman. Yeah, but the other two dudes, terrible. Excuses, the reason they call a foul, the reason they don't call a foul was terrible. They don't want to talk back to my coach. They don't want to talk back to me. I said one thing to the referee. He gave me a tech. But I told one of my teammates if I would have said y'all calling the bad foul, he wouldn't have gave me a tech. They just sensitive and they terrible. They never give us the they penalize me and Drew for being stronger than our opponent every night. We don't get no calls. So yeah, that's how I feel about the officials every game that we play.
Did the frustration of that carry over like in the game?
No.
To just not let it.
No, I don't care. I mean, it's just hard that everybody keeps saying play through it. It's easy to say that when you're not dealing with it.
Right.
So that's what's frustrating.
So you think that's a thing that's been consistent all year, not just tonight?
Hell yeah, it's been consistent all year, but tonight was bad. They was getting ticky-tack fouls and we weren't getting nothing. So that's just how I feel about the officials. The two dudes, not the woman. Yeah.
Do you feel like the frustration has that impacted the way you attack? Like I know they
Hell
are
yeah.
often guys, like they're sending extra help and stuff.
Yeah,
It does
they
seem
is.
like sometimes you're not going as much as you otherwise would.
Yeah, and that's why. Because I get penalized for being stronger than my opponent. So they get them the benefit of the doubt. I get the same, they bump me the same way they bump everybody else, and I never get the call. So I don't know what got to go down, but something got to happen because that's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, all of them. Besides the woman. Yeah, but the other two.
Yeah, it looks like Anthony Edwards, he's a little bit mad about it, man, about these ticky-tack fouls that, how these referees being. And not just him, a lot of NBA players, I feel like, What when it comes to playing the game and everything, it's always that 1% of referee that they think that they could control the game and everything. If you do something slick, they either give you a tech or you start cussing them out. They either suspend you or they find you. So I'm gonna start with you, Ronnie. What's your take about Anthony Edwards? How with the referees, how they either giving these technical fouls or beyond that the NBAs are starting to find these players.
Me, I think the NBA is starting to become more and more soft. I think I stated that before because the simple fact is, even if you go and talk to the referee and have a conversation with them, sometimes they give you a technical. Remember, you're a ball player. Sometimes you get frustrated with the game, how the game is going, or you get frustrated with the players. But they can now give you technical just for just having a simple conversation, or even saying the F bomb or the D word. But they only saying it because the simple fact is they frustrated at the moment and they taking stuff really, really serious. So that's why Anthony Edwards said, "Hey, that it's sometimes hard to talk to these referees because like they give you a technical everything. Like it's like, are they really want us to play? Or they really want us to build a relationship with them, or they just trying to find a way just to find us?" So I think that's the issue they're having. Shout out to Wahad, that's also in the building. Go right ahead, Akeem. You'll come.
Why I got a point. Why I say the NFL and NBA have found a way to get their money back from players by giving them fines.
That is a good point.
That is a great point because the fines they're giving them for not wearing clothes, for coming in late, everything is a tax. Not only that, when you get your deal, they charge you. So with Anthony Edwards, I'm gonna have to agree with him on this. I think he is being targeted. I think that a lot of these referees need to get investigated because they be messing up a lot of games. We don't never hear about them like this because they're holding him down, like and then he's getting caught up in all these fouls. I've watched him play. He does play hard, but I think it was you, Jordan, or it was Ronnie that said this. Like the game has switched from being physical to a scoring match. Everybody wants to see people
Sound like
shoot.
my Jordan. That sounds just like Jordan would
Yeah,
say.
like
And so,
they want to see these rapid shots being thrown. So they're filing all these people for dunking and all this other weird stuff. So it's just weird. The referees are weird this year. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, man. For me, I'm a big basketball type of fan. I love the NBA. I really, really do. I know about the legends all the way to go to the 70s. And I like the old school NBA. Back when the Jordan eras and everything, you could hand check and everything, you could talk crap and everything. Now from the 90s all the way here to 2024, I like I said, I said this before, I'll say it again. I haven't been watching NBA like that, and because the product is not looking good. Other than the shooting threes, the defense, and also adding up with the referees and everything. Sometimes sometimes referees they be taking giving these players texts and also giving a second tag to kick them out of the game. It's like, wait a minute, you kick out why you gonna kick out the best player in the game now? That's if they kick out like a Anthony Edwards or Draymond Green or somebody like that, give them a technical chop because of cussing and everything like that, because the players cussing and then you want to kick them out, man. Who want to watch the game or who wants to come to the game and see stuff like this, man? So I want Anthony Edwards 100%, man. The NBA has to really get back to the old ways. I'm a fan of trash talking. There's nothing wrong with trash talking when it comes to the NBA, and that's what I want to see again. And more the defense in the game of come to the NBA again. That's it. And the NBA is losing ratings. It's losing between 10 to 50% each year because stuff like this. And the NBA need to change this real quick, or they're gonna keep losing viewers and everything. So NBA, you need to fix these referees and also fix the product of the game, because if you don't, you will continue to lose viewers and people to come to watch your product. And I guarantee that.
no, but Jordan and Hakeem, the NBA right now, the ratings down by 53%.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been on a decline. Why? Because they're not allowing they're not allowing the guys to play, and they calling stupid penalty calls. But why I'm saying right now, because the sports betting is being a part of the bad calls. I do agree with that. I think sports betting when involved in the NBA, because now people sport betting, I think it really infiltrated something to the NBA. I think that's what's going on. But of course, there's no evidence to prove that. But to me, just about the observance of how sometimes like Jimmy Butler will try to go because you know you about to get ready to go over points. He about to go and make a layup. Next thing you know, they call him for traveling, and he be like, "What? He didn't even travel." So I think that's what throwing people like, "Oh, whatever." But not only that, but also the NBA is also competing right now with the NFL. Everybody's watching NFL football and also college. So that's why I think that's what's hurting their ratings. But they need to get it together, man. Because if not,
One
the
more thing,
audience is gonna
Ronnie.
go
One more
somewhere else. Go
thing.
ahead.
Usually, on Christmas, usually it's the NBA. It's the NBA show.
True.
People ain't watching NBA now. People watching NFL. NFL
Yep.
starts to take over
Yep.
Christmas now.
Yep. And it's gonna be on Netflix tomorrow. Where everybody
Exactly.
gonna be at. Where everybody gonna be at. Not only that, but shout out to Shay right now watching us on Instagram. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Lisa also watching us on Instagram. Great to see you. Of course, you already get to say shout out to Y High. That's also in the building. Shout out to like the 10 people that's watching us right now on X. 10 people right now watching us on YouTube. Shout out to those also watching us on Facebook. Twitch and Kick. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for
Follow.
you guys to follow. Not only that, but shout out to 5 people watching us right now on the Rumble. Shout out to you guys. Rumble, we are back. We are back. Sorry about Monday. We had technical issue. However, I was still able to upload the show for Monday so you guys can actually go back and watch it. Because we do have audience that do watch us on Rumble. Shout out to you guys. Moving forward, you already know it's still the holiday season, but yet we still gotta say it's a cha-ching. Jordan, what's going on with the money? Hey, Bobby, Brian, happy holidays. What's going on with the money?
Let's get to the money. We're going to talk about how to maximize cash returns in 2025. So, when it comes to 2025, we talked about this before. We're going to get into it again. 2025, people want to make the New Year's resolution, how to, save money better and also to build wealth. So, we do have another clip from Yahoo Finance. They're really going to talk about how to hold cash in 2025 to build wealth. Let's check it out. So go ahead. I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
The average savings account interest rate is just over 0.5% according to Bankrate. That jumps to 4.5% for high yield accounts, but after the latest Fed rate cut, even that could decline. So if you're unsure about how much cash to have on hand, Andrew Kajetsky, Vanguard head of brokerage and investments, is here to help. So Andrew, let's start with that rate decision from the Fed earlier this week. Another 25 basis point cut, but less easing expected next year. So how is all of that going to impact cash?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Alexandra. Whenever there's a change in the Fed rate cut, like occurred earlier this week, we always encourage investors to take a step back, look at where they are holding their cash savings. Is it in an account that really meets their needs, particularly to help them reach their savings goals? There are far too many Americans these days that are not getting the returns that they deserve on their hard-earned savings. This is because a lot of that money is sitting in those lower yielding, traditional bank savings accounts that you just talked about. That average savings rate is just 45 basis points. But the good news that is out there, that there are higher yielding offers out there. For example, Vanguard. We've been offering, industry leading money market funds for decades, but we also recently entered the savings arena. We just launched the Vanguard Cash Plus account. It's currently yielding 3.9%. That's 8 times that national average that you quoted.
Mm-hmm. And we seem to have a pretty jittery market right now after that sell-off earlier this week. How does that feed into the calculus of how much cash to hold versus how much cash to invest in stocks?
Yeah, this is a common question that we get from investors, and it's all about finding the right balance, because you certainly need to make sure that you have enough cash on hand. Right? If you don't have enough cash on hand, you risk having to, dip into your longer term investments like your retirement funds, which can be very detrimental to your financial health. At the same time too, you want to make sure you're not holding too much cash. Right? The more cash that you hold, the less diversified your overall portfolio is, which is going to make it harder for you to achieve your long-term outcomes. So again, it's all about finding that right balance. And you want to put cash towards your shorter term savings goals and make sure you're putting your money to work in your longer term investment goals, like saving for retirement.
And when you talk about that balance, is there a certain percentage of your income that you should reserve for just cash holdings? And if so, how do you appropriately determine that amount?
Yeah, so what Vanguard would recommend, this is all about building a first an emergency savings fund, right? Vanguard would recommend that first start off saving at least $2,000, right, or about half a month's worth of your income. This can build up a nice reserve just in case there is some short-term spending or cash needs that you have. From there, you can start building up a more proper contingency reserve, somewhere in between 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. And again, beyond that, you want to be really thoughtful of what is your goal? What are you saving for, so that you can start putting that money to work either in a short-term savings account or into a longer-term investment account.
And looking ahead, there are a lot of uncertainties between what the Fed ultimately decides to do with interest rates, the incoming Trump administration. Are you hearing concerns from clients to hold on to more cash until we have a better idea of the future?
What we always stress is to make sure that you control what you focus what you can control on. And what we do is you say start with what is your goal, and then build a plan around that. When you have a goal and a strong plan around that, it's easier to stay the course and filter out the noise that's coming from volatile markets or uncertainty in DC.
And Andrew, some great advice, especially heading into the holidays. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Yep. So there you have it. Those are a little bit of what can you do for 2025? Because everybody wants to save some money and also build wealth. That's what everybody wants to do, because the economy we're in is not looking too good. But go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take about 2025? When it comes to saving money, and when it comes to also wealth as well.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. So I've always said diversify. And we always talked about this, and I think it was you, Ron, who said high yielding savings accounts. That's just one vehicle you can use. Me personally, I like Bitcoin. I like to stash my money in Bitcoin. I like to stash my money in the S&P 500. This is not financial advice. And I like to keep cash on hand. You know what I mean? Like he said, keep at least 3 months worth of cash on hand for just emergencies. Because, statistically, Americans don't have $700 in their bank account. And some people can't handle a $700 problem. So it's weird. So he is telling the truth. All this is online. There's so many great financial YouTubers on here you can listen to, like Jank. What's his name?
Jank is a good one. Earn your leisure.
Earn Your Leisure.
Another one.
I forgot the
There's a black
dude.
guy named Keenan Grace. I'm watching him for like.
Oh yeah, Keenan Grace is got. I watched one of his content.
What's
Yeah,
the
he's
little
good
short
too.
white boy who in real estate, he got the coffee hour?
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking. I see some of his videos too, because I be watching. Well, I be all crazy when it comes to financial advice. So I know you're talking about.
He gets it in. He gets it in, and he's our white brethren. So y'all go. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people. So just go follow them. Learn how to save your money or something like that. We might do something here. We'll do a budgeting class here. You know what I mean? That's not nothing. But go ahead.
No, that is something. That's why it's so very important to make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to 20 people right now watching us on YouTube, 5 people watching us on Rumble. Shout out to the 10 people watching us on X as well. Shout out to those who are also watching us on Instagram. Shay say, Merry Christmas, everybody. Shout out to her, and shout out to the people watching us right now on Twitch and Kick. They can hear us. So Kick and Twitch, make sure you guys follow so you never miss it when we go live. We might surprise you, like today. We might surprise you on this special edition of Chaos Culture Radio on this Christmas Eve, pretty much evening. But when it comes to the aspect of, and I know, but shout out to this new subscriber here, Practical Victim. He said because he's a effing moron, degenerate, and uncivilized. After they talk about the Umar Johnson. We will cover that soon. That's the main topic of the show, but we will cover that. So just sit tight. I already know. That will call me off guard.
Oh my God.
No, man. When it comes to the aspect of the financial literacy, it is so very important for people to diversify their money. Like we always talk about here, especially on Chaos Culture Radio, do not leave your money in the bank. Even though it's not financial advice, but do not leave your money in the bank. Make sure your money in the bank is doing something for you. It's making money upon money. One of the secrets to the wealthy people why they so wealthy, because they don't leave their money in the bank. Their money is actually working for them. I don't know y'all saw. We never did a reaction video to it, but on Social Boy one time went to the bank to try to take out I think 20K, and the
Yep.
bank told him we didn't have your money.
Yep.
Why? Because they already took his money and they invested themselves. Because the bank knows the whole purpose of the bank is to invest your money, not to leave it in there. That's why Hakeem stated, which I do agree with. Make sure you have a high yield savings account, even though this is not financial advice. But make
Yeah.
sure you have a high yield savings account that making money while it's in there. Don't make it be 1% savings account, which is pointless. They give you out high yield savings account. Make sure you look at White House saying in the chat, which I do agree with. He said Vanguard.
Hey.
There's places that you can start to put your money in the stocks while you're not really using it at the time being, so you can make dividends out of it. So those
Yeah.
are like really good points. I would say shout out to Earn Your Leisure, shout out to all those guys we named, because they do give great financial advice, to the point that I actually go and listen to them at least 5 hours, not 5 hours, but 5 minutes a day, so I can feed my mind. I always tell people toxicity on YouTube is good sometimes,
Yeah.
but also it's good to get that real hardcore knowledge so you can build long-term wealth. Go right ahead, Jordan.
I wanted to say, why High has a good the guy Richard Fan. He was an ex football player. He has a financial channel.
Oh yeah, you do. Yep.
He's good. The guy I remember the guy name. His name is Graham Stephan and Jack Selby. He has a show that does financial, and then they got the coffee hour where they talk about finance and millionaires and stuff like that. They're great to go listen to. I recommend people of color to go listen to our white brethren.
For me, this is simple for 2025 too, and I believe everybody should do it, and it definitely help out with your money. It's definitely live below your means. Definitely live below your means. You won't be surprised how money you save if you live below your live below your means. You know, not just for 1 year, just implement that into your life. So once you get to your 40s and 50s and everything, you have everything saved up: retirement, 401k, IRA, crypto, whatever. You know, once you get to that age and everything, you know, that's when you can start ball out a little bit and everything. And also make sure your credit is fine too, because you know in your 20s and 30s, you know, it's your time to like really build, really save up money and everything, all that type of things too. And I feel like, you know, people, you know, don't forget about that, or they look at social media and they see people are really balling out, which, you know, that's not really real life and everything. And they feel like they have to spend either on clothes, either on going on vacations, or getting getting a brand new car, leasing it, or try to buy a car and everything. No, that's not the case. When you go into 2025, just plain simple, live below your means. And once you live below your means, you'll see you looking at your bank account, you say, okay, I got a little more money here. Okay, I can invest a little bit on this. I can invest a little bit on that. And then you keep doing that. So, okay, cool, you know, and then make sure you have like a 10-year or 15-year plan. So once you get your older than age and everything, you know, or when you get to your 30s, okay, I want to invest in this. Or you can wait, continue to build till you find out what you want to invest in, so you can make more money for you. Plain and simple. And you can do it right now. You want to wait till next year. You can do it right now. Do it right now. You do it right now.
Facts.
Plan it right now, and then you already, if you plan it right now, you want it right away. Period.
Man, facts, Jordan, facts. And I know right now a lot of people right now doing Christmas shopping. A lot of people at the grocery store. The grocery stores are extremely packed. So you know, even right now, you can still spend below your means. Like look for sales, look for bundles. Like right now, there's a lot of buy one get one. You know, today I went to the grocery store because you know my family doing something tomorrow, so I went to the grocery store and I'm gonna go buy a couple of things. And I was just looking for sales. Literally, if I didn't do what the sales were, most of the time the price would have been like close to $100. By me doing the sale, I brought it all the way down. Even the lady was like, God, when she was ringing us, she's like, man, you know how to shop. I said, yeah, because I know how to look for sales. So it's good. Less is more. Keep that in mind. Less is more.
Yep. Only spend when you got to.
Facts. Shout out to hey Bobby, you too. Merry Christmas, man. We love you. You and Sherry and
We love
also
you,
Gorilla
Bobby.
Black, man, and also Sky, man. Say Merry Christmas. I know Bobby right now probably having some eggnog with rum. What they call it? What they call it? Cremas? I think that's what they call it.
Yeah, cremas.
Shout out to like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss when we go live. And not only that, but guys are watching us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitch, Rumble. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Hip hop, Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world? Shout out to Gore. That's also in the building.
Let's get into it. We're gonna talk about Dame Dash. So Dame Dash was on the Art of Dialogue podcast, and he talk about a little here and there, but he definitely what I want to talk about is how there was a segment he talking about how Jay-Z destroyed Benny Single's life and everything. He said Benny Single's hurts me. Benny Single hurt me, choose Jay-Z over me. Of what would be a single said, and Dame Dash was really explaining on it and everything about how deeply being single life was impacted of how Jay-Z destroyed it, being a singer's career and everything. So go ahead, I can start at the 6 second mark, and after that, you can, start at the 6 second mark. Oh, hey, red lipstick vibe.
I was gonna tell you, happy holidays, realistic vibe. Great to see you. Happy holidays to you, Gore, and also Y High, and also Hassan. Happy holidays to you guys.
Happy holidays. Love y'all. Merry Christmas. Realistic, how you been, Queen? But
looking sexy and fine. She look at her. They say she on that weight loss journey.
mm-hmm.
She getting all the men, right? A red Lexus vibe.
Oh man.
Did you know anything about the tension between Dipset and Jay?
Yeah, you're kidding. I was refereeing it. I was refereeing it. I was trying to keep everybody cool. So I had to tell Jay, like, yo, why you keep fucking with him? He's young. Like, what's the problem? So Jay would be, all right, cool. And then go on the radio and say, yeah, Cam is a good earner. And then Cam would be like, why you got to call me an earner? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why he called you an earner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know, so I don't know why Jay ever had a thing with Cam. He always had a thing like that. He had a thing with everybody, bro. Pause.
And that H to the Izzo beat was supposed to be Cam's, right?
I didn't know that was the case, because I know, I remember, I don't remember that, but maybe. I don't see Kanye. Kanye wasn't just giving shit, like the beats that Cam got, like, oh boy, he took that shit. It wasn't like it was given to him. It was just like, oh, this is here, I'm taking this. And I wasn't even mad at it, because it was acting funny. You know, I produced Kanye's first record that was on the radio. We Are the Champions on my album, The Dream Team. So I produced that with Kanye. And the reason why he got that beat was because I gave it the sample to Just Blaze to flip, and he would disrespecting me and just ignoring me. And Kanye was like, I'll do it. And then when he did it, I said, because you did it, jump on it, Paul. And then Cam jumped on it, and you know, fucking Beanie. It was dope. I think young Chris.
What was the deal with Kanye? Like, why wasn't anybody supporting him as a rapper outside of you?
Because he, like, we looked at him, like, I never looked at Kanye as a rapper. And Kanye always looked at himself, which is not a bad thing, but, he always thought he was bigger than everyone else thought he was until he got there. So no one really took him serious as a rapper. And again, I took him serious as someone that can do an album, make beats, and at least everybody from Rockefeller could jump on the album. So you're gonna get Jay, you're gonna get Cam, all of that. Everyone he made a beat for should do a record for him. But I never looked at him as a rapper. And then when he started rapping, after he broke his jaw, that's when it was like, damn, he's the best producer that could rap. Like how Dre could rap. Like, you don't look at Dr. Dre as a rapper, you look at him as a producer. Me knowing Kanye, it would be like Just Blaze starting to rap. I knew them first as producers. It's really hard for me to unsee people the way I first saw them. That's why I like certain people, no matter what they do, how much money they make, I still see them as that same person. And that could be the default. But it's hard to, like, unsee what you first saw. The reason why if you look at the movie, The reason why he was like the contracts took so long is because Jay would not sign off on them. So that was the problem. But again, if I were to tell Kanye, yo, Jay won't sign off on your, then he would have like jumped off the, he would have took it too hard. So I could never really say when it was always me like having to be like, make excuses because things had to move slower because we always had to wait for Homeboy to give his one signature because he always knew that Biggs was going to rock out with me. So he just would torture us to get shit done if it wasn't about him. Now his budgets, they got signed off on very fast. And to be honest, there was a time like I had took Kanye's chain off his neck because he was driving me nuts. So when that had happened, he was already like, I had dropped Kanye from Rockefeller. I dropped Kanye. So at that point, I was done with them. I was ready to go do my own thing. I gave people out of respect the opportunity, like, yo, there's Dame Dash, I forgot what the name of the record is, Dash Records or whatever. So I was like, y'all can go over there if they won't f with you. But like, really, I'm done with this music shit. Like, I was done. I was burnt out. Everybody was corny to me. Everybody was weird to me. Everybody was manipulative and exploitive. And it just smelled like bad breath. And it still does. Like you walk into a room and you just I just got sick of smelling hot paws, bad stink, demon breath. I didn't want to smell that no more. I didn't want to be around it. I was done. Like I was done, man. I just done it for 15 years. So I didn't want to do that shit no more. I wanted to do fashion. So how did I feel? I didn't feel I wasn't even thinking about it. I just was like, let me go get this Rachel Roy off the ground and turn that into $100 million company, which I did, that nobody talks about.
What made you take his chain?
Because two things. Beans was getting ready. We thought he was going to go to jail for a couple of years. He was on trial. So I was trying to make 4 albums for him or 5 so that if he went to jail, because every time if you sold 500,000 records, I could give you $1 million advance. So if I already have 5 albums that each went gold, while he was in jail, I could always make sure he had 500 grand. So I was just trying to get it all done. And Kanye wouldn't give him any beats. That was one reason. And the other reason why is I had spent like 500,000 or 600,000 with Rockware's money developing his line Pastel. I still got the samples. And all of a sudden he was like, I don't like him no more. And he was just starting to Kanye out. And that was it. I was done. So I was like, man, you got to get out. I was tight. So I had the chain, you know what I mean? And people, my inner crew talks about that. Like, damn, you dropped Kanye. I'm like, I don't give a f. I had done so much to fight for him, it was like, what more can I do? So I just felt like I can't be arguing. I don't care how many records you sell. And that was before that was like when he first got hot. I was more bothered when Beans chose to go with Jay. That one hurt.
Yeah.
Because I'd done a lot and prepared. I chose State Property over Rockware.
Yeah, I figured.
And I wanted to just roll out with State Property.
Yeah.
But it almost like he tricked Beans to shelf him, and he f***ed his life up to me doing that.
I think from there, that when he,
you know what I mean? Like that was my new
change because of Beans.
Like I looked at them like NWA, and I liked the clothes better than Rockware. They had Beans trying to I forgot this. I hate when I forget people's names, but the person that was like my partner and doing the licensing for State Property, because sales was telling them that Rockware was doing this, that, and the third. That State Property should be more like Rockware as opposed to being more like Dickies and Carhartt, which is the way I designed it. And they started signing off on behind my back. It was like, I bet wrong on that one. That might be something I would have done different.
So you feel like if Beans would have went with Shu instead of Jay, his career would have been bigger?
What? It's not even the shit I had planned for them. He f***ed his own self up for that one. Like I had the movies, right? I had the clothing line. The clothing line was doing 20 million a year. So we had the movies, the touring, the clothing line. You gotta remember, like I activated all of those things. Like I was making Beans when I was talking to Cam about being the vice president, talking to him. I was also talking to Beans. I was making both of them vice presidents because they had labels. I was the one that was strategically growing and planting seeds, to grow their businesses, whether they knew it or not. Whether they knew it was in their best interest or not, I was still doing it. So I made sure everybody had their own movie. Everybody had their own clothing line. Remember, Cam had a fragrance. He had Old Boy a fragrance. I did that.
Yep.
Back then.
Yeah, I remember that.
Could you imagine if that would have stayed, if they wouldn't have fucked that up? You know, there's nobody wants to listen to me of it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I like
man.
when Dame, no Diddy, but I do like Dame Dash when he be talking though. He be on point. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take, man? What Dame Dash was saying?
No, but I didn't know that him and Kanye fell out. I thought him and Kanye was still hanging together at a certain period of time, even though everybody was going different directions. Because you know Kanye looked up to Dame Dash a lot. Certainly when it came to aspect of the motivation and the way I was saying the way he speaks, you see, like he's very straightforward. He goes to the point. Like people like him, you always want to keep it around. And like Gore said in the chat, which I do agree with, he said like Dame and Kanye, they like was the two great pretty much motivators. Dame and Kanye. And now when the situation between him and Beans fell out, yeah, I feel now I think that's when him and his relationship with Jay-Z started getting rocky, and he said forget it. Because he didn't like that aspect of the deal when it came to that. And I think he didn't expect Beans to leave. Because he invested so much to Beans. So but when Beans left and say, hey, I'm going with Jay-Z, he knew in his mind, say, no, Beans, the right decision is stay with me, because I'm telling you, we're gonna be like, we're gonna be like the NWA type stuff, but it didn't work out that way. But Hakeem, I do want to know your commentary. Shout out to the lovely Mimi, co-host of the Shiesty Avengers, is in the building. She said happy holidays. Happy holidays to you,
Mimi.
sweetheart. Now that, but shout out to Toon Wars right now watching us on Instagram, and also Big Brian 305 also watching us on Instagram. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
So I want people to look at this. I remember this era so vividly. Beanie Sigel was one of my favorite artists. The Truth, The Reason. His clothes made like Dickies. I personally went to go get me some state property wear. Personally, Dame Dash made everybody eat. When you was around him, everybody eat. When Beans was going to his court case, I remember vividly watching this. Dame Dash was at every single court case. He flew in to Philadelphia every time. Jay-Z was not at one. Dame wanted everybody to be their own bosses. He's from Harlem. He's a hustler. And this is why it's so sad that I say Dame is the uncle you always wanted. If you want to get rich, you hang around Dame. If you want to be your own boss, hang around Dame. I would pay, if I had the money, I would pay $250,000 to sit and talk to him. He is the blueprint of what we need. Nobody ate with Jay-Z. Nobody became rich with Jay-Z. Everybody in that era is not here. No disrespect to him. He'll block you. So what he says is 100% true. All facts, no lies.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, Hakeem, they're not gonna look at Dame Dash, spinning game. What are they gonna look at? They're gonna look at the person that got the most money, and that's Jay-Z. That's the thing.
Fact. No, that's a fact.
Okay,
that's a fact.
But who got the most
But
money,
listen,
man?
one
Shout out to
caveat.
Daryl Long, that's also in the building, but that's facts.
One caveat, but the messed up thing, you can't look at the guy who got the most money. I want to look at the guy who made everybody else around him eat. Exactly. Who else is a millionaire like him?
Right.
I don't even see Memphis Bleak with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there was heavy hitters back in the early 2000s and everything. I remember all that back in the day. But yeah, man, it's just sad to see, 20 years ago, how they was all together, the Rockaware and everything. They was building together. And now, 24 years later, everybody on their different paths and everything. And everybody else, from outside seeing as Jay-Z, as he's as a successor, because he has the most money, he has the power, he is the billionaire, and Dame Dash Kanye was a billionaire at the time, but they see how Jay-Z at the top and everything. But yeah, whatever did with Dame Dash is doing, he was trying to, he want, like you said, Hakeem was right, he want everybody to eat. and he would have and continue want everybody to eat till this day and everything. But you know, when egos get involved, and you know, when one person seen as the superstar and everything, and then they get instead of standing in the group, they get outside the group and hear other people say, "Hey, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this." You know, you Jay-Z, you could do this, you could do that. You know, and he's giving you this, we'll double that and everything. Instead of staying there together, building a pot, building the brand. So instead of everybody separate right now, if they was all together, they'll be an unstoppable force, unstoppable black company force. Nobody would have messed with them. They would have been powerful. But as like I said, when egos get involved, and your own egos get involved, stuff can change like that. And unfortunately, us at Chaos Culture Radio, we have no egos over the ball. We all about Chaos Culture Radio, nothing else. And that's what we're gonna do. And that's how you keep building. The 5, 10, 15 years from now. Just wait, y'all. Wait till you see. I guarantee you.
We the new NWA.
The biggest thing on the planet.
Yep, there you go. The biggest thing on the planet. Shout out to Jordan Hurdon. We got a super chat. Go right ahead, Jordan Hakeem. Y'all can go ahead and read the super chat. Go right ahead.
He said, for consistency, bless us with your knowledge 3 times a week. We thank you, brothers. Merry Christmas.
Blessed be upon you. Exactly.
Assalamu alaikum, Jordan Hurdon. Merry Christmas to you and your beautiful family and your beautiful wife. This brother has always supported us. I love you, my brother. Dorchester in the building.
And always have an eggnog on me. I ain't gonna lie, eggnog. I love eggnog. Around this season, I drink eggnog like freaking crazy. I don't know how Kim and Jordan having some, but I love eggnog. Around this season, I go crazy.
I'm gonna buy some tomorrow now.
I'm gonna buy some tonight. After this stream, I'm gonna go get some tonight.
Oh, it might be sold out though. It might be sold out. Y'all not late.
No,
I'm gonna buy it today.
I'll be there. I gotta work tonight. So
you'll be there.
You'll be there. So listen, as soon as I get, I'm rushing over there to go get some. Allah bless me.
But thank you so much. And all of that, but shout out to the mother that's also in the building. Happy holidays to you too. The Thompson Vincent. Thank you so much. Shout out to the 64 people that's watching us right now on YouTube. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now that, but shout out to you guys also watching us on Rumble, X, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch.
Hungry?
You already know, Kick. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really greatly appreciate you guys. Guys, make sure don't go anywhere. Sit back and relax. But right after we're done, we're going to lead you guys right over to the Shiesty Avengers. Shout out to Ashton Williams, the creator of the Shiesty Avengers, also in the building. Do you guys know that he cammed up yesterday on his show? He said, you know what? Forget it. It's Christmas time. I'm starting out the new year fresh. My name's starting to be popping in the algorithm. Y'all going to see my face. And that's how you're supposed to do it, Ashton. I'm proud of you, big dog. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Shout out to you, man.
When I seen him, I thought he got extra light from the last time.
You saw that? I saw him too. I was like, wait a minute.
Got real light skin.
I used to cam up a lot, but when I saw him, like, I think because they say light skinned people tend to get lighter during the winter time. So that's why what it is. But I was like, man, I felt like, is that actually? Well, it is him. He cammed up yesterday, man.
Hey, you were sitting all the way far back. I say, you still look light, baby.
He said all the way back. Yeah, but shout out to him, man, doing big things, man. I'm trying to tell you, 2025 is gonna be everybody. A lot of people are doing big things. You get what I'm saying? So that was a keep up the great work. That was a guys sit back, relax. So after we done, it's gonna lead you guys right over to the Shiesty Avengers. They will be going live for Christmas Eve. So that being said, you already know, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss when we go live. Right now we're about to dive to deep dive to different variety of topics. So the link is already pinned in the top of the chat. X, I'm kind of shaky upon. We still shaky. We still talking about X because it tends to get wildy over there. But however, the link is pinned on top of the chat so you guys can come over here and deep dive with us as we go to different variety of topics. So go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about the first topics. We're going to go in the state where I'm at in California. So there was some a couple of women that was shoplifting, right? And they you know, got arrested, and they not knowing that, you know, in California now, if you stealing, it's a felony. It's a felony. So a lot of people don't know in California, especially here in Southern California, especially in Los Angeles, there's a lot of petty theft here in LA and everything. And the thing is, it's like let's say you steal $400 worth of stuff at the time, right? It's really like you get like a little citation and they'll let you free and everything. You know, it's less. It's kind of like a misdemeanor, and you know, and a lot of businesses are getting hit with that, right? So what California did, they put out a proposition. So if you know, if we want to, if it's a yes that you know, if people start selling like less than $500,000, we'll push that to the felony. And a lot of people voted yes, and I thought the prop was gonna start next year, but actually it started immediately and everything.
Oh
And
wow,
yeah,
interesting.
yes, and like I said, I'm the one who voted too because, like I said, because it's a lot of people stealing, you know, not just homeless people, but people going in and out and everything, and a lot of businesses are closing up and everything. So California not playing around now. So if you start stealing, it's considered a felony. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Oh, so that's the video I saw. It was another video I saw. But go ahead.
It's new laws. Stealing is a felony.
The Seal Beach Police Department sharing this video on social media of 3 suspected shoplifters as a reminder that Proposition 36 is now in effect. And like one of the suspects just said in the video, it increases the punishments for some retail theft and drug possession offenses. The law went into effect on Wednesday. The young women were seen in multiple stores on surveillance video shoplifting. They were all taken into custody.
It's a felony. It's new laws. Stealing is a felony.
You're muted.
You're muted, Jordan. Jordan, you're muted.
My bad. Yeah, so California's not playing around, folks. And I voted for it too. I did vote for it because around here it's getting out of control, and I feel like, you know, this is more because even though this state's more liberal, I think this right here give it a little bit more conservatorship. I'm really liking these people up. They start selling and everything because it's getting out of control. So I know you want to say something about Hakeem. So man, go ahead, man. What's your take?
Finally, Gavin Newsom does something right.
No. We voted. It wasn't Gavin Newsom. We voted.
Who
but he had to
the bill?
sign off though. He had to sign off.
He signed it off, but we voted to let you know.
Y'all voted. Okay, so finally, the state of California, I'm ready to come. Thank you for making it safe for me. Keep your hand out the cookie jar. Listen, I need this law statewide, especially in Birmingham, Alabama, especially in Chicago, especially in Houston, Texas, and in New York City. I want you to not be able to get housing, food stamps, and any government from catching a felony. We need to start lashing out felonies to anybody who don't want to respect martial law. Gavin Newsom, I give you the salute.
Finally, we got a Twitch subscriber actually commented. That's what we want. Hello to you too. No, but this is a really good look. Now that, but shout out to Stephanie Watkins, that's also in the building. Shout out to Ken Dog. Happy birthday, Ken Dog. Merry Christmas is also in the building. Happy holiday is also in the building as well. Stephanie, California, y'all doing a good job. I am so proud of you guys in California. Y'all starting to get it because remember, this was one of the biggest problems California was facing for a very long time. Businesses are getting shut down because of theft. People will go to the Nike store robbing. People go to Walgreens robbing. People go to CVS robbing. They will go to Whole Foods robbing. They will go to Aldi's robbing. Walmart, you name it, all over the place because the bill. I think they bill it was a certain amount of criteria you had to get before they actually could arrest you. But now for the small stuff, they're getting you for the small minimum, and I love it. I can't with you. I'm on board with that. It need to be all nationwide, so businesses will stop closing down. People need jobs out here. It's Christmas time, and there's no job because the businesses are shut down because of theft. Now Walgreens will finally open up the doors because now they're gonna feel comfortable. So now everybody gonna be like, hey, if you finna go to Walgreens and gotta try to go get that cologne, you better think twice.
Think twice.
Stephanie say no. Stephanie say boo.
No. Stephanie.
Hey, I'll say this. Look, if you go to if you go to a Target or like a majority of these Targets, if you go down like the laundry aisles, like the toothpaste, all that type of stuff aisles, everything is locked up.
Yeah.
You know, it makes the shopping experience looks bad because because Target was losing so much money because stealing. So majority of the Targets here in Southern California, they had to lock everything up and everything, and it kind of make your shopping experience looks terrible and everything. So me, I like it. Like I said, I voted for it, and it needs to be done. Like the thing is like if you go down Santa Monica, there's stores out there that they're getting everybody's stealing from their stores and everything. It's just all around the city and everything. So I know I'm paying all these taxes, but hey, I want to be paying some of that. That I want to see something done and everything. Oh, I want to say this too. They finally cleaned we were saying like how Karen Bass, she want to clean the homeless, clean up, try to help homeless and everything. They finally cleaned this one area that's like right across the street from me. There was like a big homeless area right there, and they cleaned it up last week. So I'm so thrilled and everything. So I'm glad with that. So Karen Bass is doing this job, and since we voted for this proposition, I hope I will see more doing the city and everything. It's a slow process now. It's a slow process. LA is a big city, so but I want to see some progress and everything. So, hey, these small little people shoplifting and everything. Yeah. If it comes to felonies, man, lock them up. Because I saw I'm gonna see if I can find it to you guys. I saw a video, a big content creator, and he was talking about how the city of Santa Monica and also Los Angeles and everything, how businesses a lot of businesses are closing down due to small little petty theft and everything.
Know what I'm saying? It hurts the business.
And it's ass up. And the thing is, it's like at the time, they really can't do it. Like I said, when the police lock them up and everything, it's literally they get like a slap in the wrist and I let them go. And what they do, they go back and steal again.
Yep.
We're not only talking about California, we're talking about the city of Atlanta. How many girls who own their own shops, running out the store with the wigs and stealing?
How can you touching on something hard? That's fact.
Listen, we covered the video on that. We covered that. People are not respecting the game. We can't thrive in a small business if you keep robbing them. Or the big businesses. Kids can't even get summer jobs anymore because the places where you get summer jobs, they're not here anymore.
Facts. Chicago, the Nike store had to shut down over there close to Old Block. They had to shut down because
you tell me. And then I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, this might also accuse people of this. Listen, if you don't got nothing that's not stolen, you're going to be okay. And if you handle your business, you come in there, you pay what you got to pay. Usually that tends to not happen. People make mistakes, but that don't always lead into arrest. So
look at what High comment. Look at what High comment says. He said, look, Walmart closed down several stores and DFW area because of theft.
Look, Walmart is now catching people at that self-checkout. I'm telling you, stop playing with these people. They taking you out of prison. I'm telling you. Walmart, listen, in Oregon, they shut down Walmart. People walking out with TVs. They're walking out. They're just walking out with flat screen TVs. Y'all don't want to pay nothing? Come on, man.
But shout out to Stephanie Watkins. I think she having a connection issue. Stephanie, whenever you're ready, you just come on up. Even if we move on, you can still come on up. Shout out to Lady Patriot right now watching us on Rumble. Oh yeah, she is. She is watching us on iPhone.
Use Safari.
Yeah, use Safari. Use Safari, and you should be fine. No, shout out to Lady Patriots right now watching us on Rumble. She said, "Are we live?" Yes, we're live. We're live. It's working now. Everything's up and running. Thank you so much. She was the one that let us know last time when it was acting up on Rumble. So greatly appreciate you, Lady Patriot, holding us down over there on the Rumble side. So yeah, I'm happy for this bill. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy for this bill. I know Florida's next. Because Florida, we have a big theft problem, very big one. So they're working on that. They're working on that. So people gonna think twice before they go to the next retail store trying to get some free stuff and walk out of there. That being said, Jordan, moving forward. But if somebody come back, we'll come back to the topic. Cause I think she have a connection issue. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Okay, so we're about 5 minutes to the first the end of first hour. So let's jump into the main topic. So let's talk about I can send it to. Okay, let's talk about Dr. Umar. So Dr. Umar was getting on council culture, and we all hear his conversation about he want to have two wives. He would talk about this for years and years and years, and having two wives and everything. And basically talks about how the benefits of having two wives. Usually, and he's seen it more as a business and everything. More of a business relationship, not really a sexual relationship, more of a business relationship and everything. And so he really breaks it down on Nick Cannon of why either it happen next year or why he wants two wives. So how can I this? I think it's two separate clips because he kind of explained it on both clips in a way. So go ahead, play both of the clips, and then after that we'll chop it up.
But no, but Omar did made it. He made a statement several times. He's polygamous though.
Mm-hmm.
Do not plan to cheat when I get married. I respect the institution too much. I know that one woman cannot help me hold down the movement I'm building.
You're gonna have shifts.
No. I'm not even gonna play this game of hiring a secretary who gonna do all this work and sooner or later ain't gonna reap the benefits of being the secretary. I'm coming in honest and realistic.
Political.
Wife one, wife two, because my wives won't just be wives. They're gonna be workmates. We're working, we're building. So this ain't just let's just go to the honeymoon and let's go to the vacation. No, we gotta serve the people.
Well, why not 3 or 4?
Because I will not be able to be emotionally available to 3 or 4 the way that they deserve. And so I'm not going to put those women
So
in
how
that
can you
situation.
say that with 2 the same way with 2?
Because 2 ain't difficult at all. And since there's very few heterosexual males who don't have at least 2 queens, I mean, that's just the reality of the world we live in.
Dr. Umar said it, not me.
I'm being honest. I do not plan to cheat when I get married. I respect the institution. Desire for 2 wives, though, is not based on personal need. It's based on political need. Let me explain.
Right.
Let's go to a pastor at a church.
Right.
You have a mega church. You have your wife. And
First
then you
lady.
have your secretary. That secretary is doing so much for that church to keep you afloat. Sooner or later, she's going to expect a personal relationship. It's human nature. This is why pastors almost end up sleeping with their secretaries. This is why CEOs end up sleeping with their executive assistants, because they are your what? Work wives. Many of us have had work wives. It didn't start out that way. You might have never even wanted them. But guess what? Them long nights in the office, her holding you down, y'all get closer, and sooner or later, her cookies get crushed. My desire for 2 wives, though, is not based on personal need. It's based on political need. Let me explain.
Right.
Let's go to a pastor at a church.
Right.
You have a mega church. You have your wife.
Man.
And
First
then you
lady.
have your secretary. That secretary.
Hey,
Unlimited
them
cookies.
What the cookies at?
And the cookie gonna get crushed. I ain't gonna lie, Umar is the most funniest, energetic guy on this earth. Yo, go ahead, I can't.
So, hey, I'm even scared to admit, because I know people who might watch this, but I actually kind of agree with him in certain things. You know what I mean? Because it's like, plus women got to look at it from this point too. What if it's a day you don't feel like doing anything and your man wants to pursue you? And you know what I mean? It's just that. Not only that, there's a lot of women who might not want kids. And if you have a second woman who can have the kids for you, that doesn't diminish your position. It's just all within the family. You're mom too, even though you didn't produce them. So I guess it's subjective for whoever wants it. You know what I mean? But I don't disagree with him. I do think we need to think differently and to not limit our options.
I have a question before you go, Ronnie. Do you see him having 2 wives first or open up the school first? Which one you see first?
Oh, hey, Jordan,
Well, Jordan, shout out. Jordan, shout out, man.
Came out of left field with that one.
He did. That shout out. Like you're not gonna answer the question. You're not gonna
It's
answer the
I don't
question.
know. It's I don't know. Cause I don't know either. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think he's gonna get the 2 wives. He's very
Look,
Paul's no did he's very charming. I think he's gonna get 2 wives.
look what God said. He said, on a serious note, isn't Umar almost 40 years old?
Yeah,
Who
almost
says
40.
crushing cookies at Bro, Umar
But Jordan,
past
I ain't gonna
40.
lie, I ain't gonna lie, it's very clever though. I kind of like it. It's very clever. Now that we also got a super chat from Kendall. I don't know how King saw it. We got highlighted the super chat from Kendall. He said he did like this. Salute you guys. Merry Christmas, Kendall, and happy birthday again. Happy belated birthday to guys. Wish Kendall, the mom, father, happy belated birthday. He was having a good old week for his birthday. So yeah, salute to him, big dog. Greatly appreciate you guys. We love you, fam. You always come down, holding us down on the platform. Now that also give us critique and also love. Appreciate you. But Umar, he is a polygamist, and I would he been a polygamist for a very long time. I think ever since he was like Pan African, ever since he was very heavy on Pan African, he always believed in polygamy. He always believed that man should have more than 2 wives because the simple fact is, like he explained it, one woman cannot do multiple things, which I disagree with. I think one woman can do multiple things if that woman's really truly into you. She will go down and lay down whatever you ask her to do. She will actually do it, and I've seen it firsthand. There are women that's very that type of submissive. You tell them, hey, baby, I want this and this and this actually done, they will actually do it. Now, he does use an analogy when it comes to preachers and how they sometimes sleep with their secretary. You do hear stories about that. You know that you also hear rumors about that as well. It's because the simple fact is the only reason why the woman end up sleeping with him because most of the time is they missing that at home majority of the time. But if they get in that same structure and that same guidance and that same leadership at home, they won't end up doing it. So that's the whole caveat for the preacher situation. But Umar, he does make a good point on the aspect that if a woman is not doing her part, get another woman that can help you do those parts. That's why you got to have a conversation with your significant partner to see, hey, if you're not doing this, let me see if I can get another woman that can help us out with the program. It's all about building wealth and also because that's what polygamy was all about. Polygamy was not only just about family structure, it was also about building wealth as well. If you really deep down look at the historical background about polygamy, it was that what it was for. It was for building, 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 and nothing more. Shout out to Abby Wody that's also in the building. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, listen to Dr. Umar. Yeah, he has been talking about this a long, long time, about having 2 wives and everything. And he has a plan of, what type of 2 wives that he wants and everything. So my thing is like I said, in the what type of woman he's gonna get to do this? Is he gonna get a Black American woman? Is he gonna get a woman from the from other diaspora? From somebody somebody from Africa, or somebody from the Caribbeans, or somebody from the Brazilian, something like that. So I want to know, what type of woman he's going to get and everything, because I know he has all the type of lists that he has to check out once he have 2 wives and everything. So I'm very eager with that and all that type of thing. So, but like I said, my question still stands, Dr. Umar. Are you going to get them 2 wives first, or are we going to open up the school, man? Which one you going to get? Which ones you going to do, sir? And if I ever interview you, I'm going to ask that question myself.
Oh man,
and I want an answer. All due respect, Umar, we like you and everything, but you talk about you want to do 2 of these wives, man. You talking about open up the schools, man, for boys, man, up in Delaware. Where we gonna see it, bruh? When we gonna see it? With all due respect, I want to see it real soon.
Probably. Didn't he say next year? Next year, that when the school opens, doesn't it?
He was supposed to open up in August.
Yeah.
He was gonna have orientation.
Wait, what do you mean? Well, in August? Oh, he did supposed to open up in August. I remember we did a show about it. Well, when we have him on Chaos Culture Radio, we could ask him and see what he said. Why I say 2 wives? What equals the first one?
Yeah.
But normally when a guy try to pick another wife, he normally goes to his first wife and asks her to pick the woman out for him. Normally. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be done. And not the man going out there, you gonna be a wife. No, he's supposed to ask his first wife say, hey, we need someone else. Go out there and pick it for me. And then she'll bring him back home. Yeah. but most men can't even handle one. So just imagine two. You know, because you got to handle two type of emotional woman at the same time. That's very difficult for a lot of men.
Mm.
We'll actually talk about what
He
Jordan.
said, "Be
Jordan been.
drinking." I haven't been drinking anything, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I will be drinking tomorrow, though. I'm gonna put something in my eggnog tomorrow. I guarantee you
I'm
that.
trying to tell you.
No, not that, but shout out to Liberated Soul. That's also in the building.
I know why he's saying that because I'm giving. I have a little energy today. I got some sleep. That's why. That's why he see. I've been drinking. No, I just got a little energy because I got some sleep. Wife was sauce. I got a little nap time. So that's why I feel a little more energized.
Liberated said he's gonna open up the school on February 31st.
He said February 31st is when it's opening. But
Boy, y'all
no,
shout out,
like,
man.
That
Boy,
don't
we have
make
on chaos.
sense.
I gonna, huh?
I said that don't make sense. Like it should open up, in August when every other school's gonna open up.
No, but I think
unless he go, I don't know.
And he can't say he ain't got the funding because he could get the funding. So I know it's not the funding is not the issue. I think the problem is I think
my
he's
thing
procrastinating.
is like, y'all, how you gonna pay the teachers?
Yeah.
Oh, good point. I didn't even think about it. Nobody is gonna be a charter school, right? Charter school is where you pay the teachers, right? Hakeem and Jordan. I'm not sure.
No, it's a private school, but the thing
is, it's a private school.
If my thing is, since it's a private school, it should be some type of tuition. He had to put no tuition up or anything. If he had put like say, hey, you're gonna pay maybe a $1,800 or $2,000 a month to go to the school and everything. Okay, cool. Okay, I see how some teachers are gonna get paid and everything. But the thing is, you gotta make a payroll for the teachers. How you gonna do that?
I didn't even think about that. That was it. That was it. At the end of the day, I already had it back in my mind. He's still gonna need government funding. At the end of the day, he's still gonna need government funding. Because how you gonna pay the teachers?
But the thing is that he don't want to mess with the government. But that's where you gotta get the money from the government, sir, or the state. But you have no choice. That's how most of these schools get funded. Even some private schools, either from the government or from the state.
But listen here, and if he's going to do that, his curriculum has to align with what the government wants.
Exactly, because if you're gonna give you this money, it's like this: we're gonna give you this money, but we're gonna give you this money. There's some of the curriculums that we want to add onto your school and everything. That's why you're getting donations.
They talk about your baby. They say, "All right, baby girl, she'll agree with you, Jordan. You know what? Get some sleep." Oh man. But anyhow, we're moving forward. Stephanie, whenever you're ready to come up, you can come on up. And we'll go back to the topic. Even though we move on to different topics. We'll go right ahead.
She probably headed home because that's probably why her
Wi-Fi is acting up. Yeah, connection's acting up. That makes sense. But go right ahead, Jordan. Continue.
All right, on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about a former NFL player, Earl Thomas. Haki, I don't have a video for this, but I'll go ahead and put up the post. So Earl Thomas estranged wife charged for allegedly defrauding ex-NFL Earl Thomas out of over $2.7 million. So in the court documents contained by TMZ, it showed that feds alleged that Nina, which is Earl Thomas' former wife, began her scheme to illegally take cash from his former lover in September of 2021, a short time after she filed for divorce from him back in 2020. Official accused Nina and another person whose name is Reed, who's in a doc. It doesn't have a name, of taking money and properties from Earl without his knowledge and transfer it into bank accounts under their control. The documents state Nina had her correspondent fraudulently obtained more than $2.7 million from the 37-year-old former defensive back and spent some of the funds on items like breast implants and Birkin bags and so on. An arrest warrant for Nina was issued on December 13th, and court records show she was taken into custody on December 16th. She was released a short time later, but not before she was charged with multiple counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and and aggravated identity theft. So they got back married back in April 2016. They got divorced. Remember back in 2019 and 2020, Earl Thomas was found. Earl Thomas' wife found him cheating, and he pulled a gun. He pulled a gun to her head and everything. Kind of like the why do I get married of that one couple and everything. But yeah, it sounds like Earl Thomas, he married sounds like a hell raising and everything. And the thing is, I guess when he got divorced, at the time, I don't know what state they got married, so I don't know. I figured she wasn't getting on top of alimony, and I don't know if they had any kids, so she get child support. So instead of her probably not getting alimony, she decided to, fraudulently, take stealing money from his account and everything, which is about $2.7 million. And it sounds like what I'm seeing, like, I don't know if he will get the money back, get a restitution back. But yeah, man, this is a crazy, crazy, crazy story, man. I feel bad for Earl Thomas, but hey, man, that's what he get. So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take with this with Earl Thomas and his strange wife?
No, but shout out to Sugar Bomb. Happy holiday. That's also in the building. Go.
This just goes back to what I always say. Your lust for money will lead you to the wrong well. And a lot of athletes don't manage their monies, and they don't know what's coming in and out. And ignorance plays a big part in this, and him not using the right discernment, regardless if they had kids or anything like that. Once you steal, you're a degenerate. Once you steal, you're a degenerate. There's no way of getting about that. I don't feel sympathy for her. I hope she is not able to raise kids. Because if you could steal, you can pew pew. So I always tell people, make your own money. Don't take stuff you didn't work hard for. You know what I mean? Don't take stuff you don't feel entitled to something that doesn't belong to you. And this is why in our community, we'll lead ourselves to prison because we want fancy things and we feel we're old. Go ahead.
No, but it's funny. It's funny how a lot of people say, "Oh, because I'm making a certain amount of money, I'm able to control my woman." No, you see that you can't, because look at Earl Thomas, an NFL pretty much star, and look, his wife is still stealing from him, putting it in a different account. And now she probably felt that she was not gonna be held accountable for it because we were quote unquote married. No. At the end of the day, he probably one day looked at his tax statement and saw that, and looked at his bank statement as well and saw that where is the money going to, and so like, wait a minute, my wife's stealing from me. Because you know what, sir? You don't have any game. You don't understand the aspect of vetting your women out and saying, okay, which woman is good for me. That woman wasn't the right choice because she looked good. She was one of the baddies. I would say all bad girls ain't always the good one to go for. Because a lot of these NFL stars always want to go for the bad girl on the block. But that same girl, that bad girl from the block, is the same one that's robbing and stealing from you. And it's sad. It's sad to see that. It's so sad to see that, man. Like stealing money, and you try to do the best for that individual, and that individual pretty much don't care. It's just. You gotta be careful, man. I will keep telling you. And Kai Cenat and all these other guys too that want to be with the baddies. You see what's called? Look at what Travis Hunter going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't worth it, man. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Give you like a real classy woman, man, that is gonna hold you down. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Albert, for the correction. Thank you. It is not where you get married at. It's where it say you get a divorce on. Appreciate you. Thank you for the correction. Hakeem, Ronnie, it just tells you right here when it comes to some of these men that we seeing that mess with baddies. Good sex does not mean she's going to be a good wife. She's not that person you're going to marry. Good sex meaning it's not meaning that she's going to be a good wife. Travis Hunter, Earl Thomas, everybody else that like to mess with baddies. That is not the thing, yo. It's more to that. And the thing is, in your 20s, you get whipped and everything. You be like, oh, this and that. I'm going to marry this girl and anything like that. No. You got to find out how the way she moves. And Earl Thomas, man, he's just, even though he got divorced and everything, he's still suffering, man. That woman is literally stealing his money. Stealing his money, man. And it's sad to see, man. And like I said, Earl Thomas, I mean, a lot of people don't know. Earl Thomas is to me, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer type of safety. Played most of his career, played in Seattle Seahawks, was an All-Pro, got his Super Bowl, all that type of things as well. So he's going to go down as a Hall of Famer. But when the woman that you pick, and that's why Travis Hunter is so viral right now. That's why people is thinking his fiance is passed up, and that's why he's trending so much, because they see how she moves, they see how they digging all this thing. That hey man, this is how she moves. And then when you get to the NFL, when you get that money, look how she's gonna act and everything. And a lot of people are telling him this, and it looks like she's gonna fall in the hard way. So Ronnie, you're right. All these big contract influencers and everything, especially in the young ones in their 20s, they like the baddies. I get all that. They give them this, they give them that, but at the end of the day, does not make them a wife. So please learn from Earl Thomas, because he experienced the worst of it. Almost $3 million this woman steal from him. Probably knowing she wasn't gonna get alimony, and that's why she was doing it and everything. Because she is a scorned woman. Because one of the reasons probably he cheated and everything, and now she's scorned, and now she want to make this man life a living hell. Learn from this guy, especially the man in your 20s. Y'all gotta learn from this.
Liberated Soul say, "Hey Ron, I see you got a new hat. That hat is live, bro. Well, this is not a new hat. I had this hat for a while.
Well, yeah.
I got a lot of hats for KI Culture Radio. Remember, guys, don't forget, man. Go check out the KI Culture Radio merch. It's in the description, so go ahead and check it out. And also, I know the mother normally drop the link in the chat every show, so you guys can go ahead and check out the KI Culture Radio merch. And now that also become a KI Culture Radio member, join the membership, because pretty soon we're gonna be doing exclusive content when we out here on these streets. You know what I mean? So, you guys that actually want us to do video blogs, like, cause we live in Miami, Jordan live in LA. We will be doing that under the paywall. So become members today. Not only that, but when we have like deep dive, really deep conversation, it won't be for the public. It will be under the paywall. So become a member so you'll be able to see it. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on X and also Rumble. Greatly appreciate you guys. See, my mother's always on point. She dropped the link so you guys can go ahead and check out the merch. The hats are in there. Maybe funny. Maybe say, I'm still waiting on you to see me the 49er hat. I like, which one? I got so many 49ers hats. You gotta pick one. I'm like Jordan. Jordan like Detroit crazy. I'm 49er crazy. Which one? I got the Benny. I got all of that. Hey, Abby, what he going in on Sugar Boy? He said, "Why?" He said, "Well, you're not married, Sugar Boy." Go ahead, Jordan. Continue. I'm engaging the. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, it's all good. Let's get to the next topic. So this guy, he went viral. So apparently, this man, he went viral. He said there ain't no loyalty out here in being married. So apparently, a man, he's speaking is fair that he found his wife cheating on him only 2 weeks after marriage. So that tells me, sir, what type of wife that you got? Did you vet your wife and everything? And I want to know what his wife looked like. But apparently, he is show his wife, but he feels bad that after 2 weeks after marriage, he found out his wife was he found his wife was cheating on him. So he was cheating after the marriage, and he's probably cheating during the relationship and also the engagement and everything. So, without being said, go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and let's chop it up.
I got married 17 days ago, and we're already deciding to call it quits. I was out of town working. I told her when I was coming home, and I came home, and there was another car in the driveway. I go into the bedroom, and my wife is laying in the bed with a couple. It was a man and a woman. So I started throwing a fit, they started talking about how she's been their girlfriend for 2 years. So it's like, I've never heard of any of this. And then she decided that she didn't want to be with me anymore. And even though it's only been 14 days, we're looking into getting an annulment, a divorce. I don't even know how it works. We only been married for 2 weeks. But I wanted to actually stick it out. But I got married 17 days ago. Apology. I want you to acknowledge that you're wrong. You've been in a relationship with these people for 2 years and I don't even know them, and they're in my house and I'm away on work. You don't have a job, so you have the time to do these kinds of things. And it's like, for you to have the nerve to say you want to no longer be with me, it just makes no sense, because I'm the one that should be looking to forgive you, but I don't even know how this works, or I don't have anybody to talk to about it. That's the only reason I'm even saying anything on here, because I literally don't even know what to do. But yeah, it looks like after 14 days, our relationship is pretty much over.
That's crazy.
Apology. I want you to acknowledge that you're wrong. You've been in a relationship with these people for 2 years.
He got to be trolling. He got to.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's the real skit. I think that's a skit.
Yeah.
You think that's a skit?
Yeah.
I think it's a skit, but let's say there's a possibility of true. Why are you dealing with it? Like, it's always signs in the beginning of a woman's creeping or the woman doing some form of wrong. If she cheated on you, it's always a sign in the beginning. Like, Hakeem, you always say, like, whatever's in the dark will come out to the light. So
Always.
so you don't really need to, like, pressure her or do any evidence. It's gonna come out. So if she probably would cheat in the beginning, he ain't say nothing, and then he end up married. Let's say it was real, and he ends up marrying her. That is crazy. And she cheated on you again after 2 weeks, bro. She is trash upon trash. Go right ahead, King. Let's entertain it for a little while. Let's entertain it for a bit.
I entertain it. So look at it. So how you say you know somebody from 2 years and they say that's their girlfriend? Like, I'm with somebody, I'm gonna know your movements. So this is why I say it, and then the fact that he's willing to stick it out after infidelity, let me know that you weak, sorry, simp, sap, milk toast, dud ass of a man. He should have been like, hey, can I join? You know what I'm saying? Like, when he said, listen, I would have walked in and said, oh, everybody having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, when a person's not for you, they're not for you. You just got to keep it moving. All that working it out, no, it don't do that. Like, because then after a while, you start having resentment and you start bringing that up. And I don't want to live like that.
Yeah, I came. And the thing is, there are some men that, when it comes to knowing that how a woman moves, if they cheating like that, some men, they don't have like the awareness of knowing a woman's cheating and everything. For us, three of us, like, we know, if a move moves wrong, all that type of things, we kind of have a suspicion. But it's not like him and everything, he said it seems like he goes, he has a job that probably that he probably has to leave the city or state and everything, and then he comes back, maybe a week or so, chill with his kid, chill with his girl and everything, all that type of thing. So if that's the case, if he has like an out of state or out of city job and everything, that just tells me the woman's like, okay, if he's going this type of long and everything, so okay, I'll call this man up, we'll go out to eat, he'll come to the house and everything, do whatever, that type of things, all that thing. And my thing is, sir, if you got the woman living in your house, like, why you don't have cameras in your house to make sure she's protected? That's the first thing I would do, and shows you that suspicion of cheating and everything. And that's what kind of leads me more to a skid and everything. So, but yeah, there are men that they don't have no self-awareness or awareness of a woman is cheating like that. There are some men out there, and and then when they find out, they be dumbfounded and everything, and they find out they be cheating for a couple months or sometimes a couple years and everything, because they don't have the awareness to find out if a woman's cheating or not. So I believe it's a skit, but it does have some stuff like this happen in real life and everything. But it just to show you that you gotta learn how the woman moves, especially how your woman moves. because you don't find out how your woman moves and everything, and she's, call somebody at middle of the night, something like that, or texting somebody that she's really looking on the phone and texting quickly or something like that. I mean, there's stuff you can see that it might have suspicion of cheating and everything. And to me, I'm gonna ask you questions or not, and I can find out if you're lying. That's how I am. But some men that can't do that. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm not doing anything." Like, "Oh, okay. I guess she's not cheating on me. She's telling the truth. She wouldn't lie to me." And man, y'all just need to learn how the women move. You find out how the women move, you can definitely see if that woman's a right for you or not. Period.
Yep. Norman, that's saying facts upon facts. But go ahead, go right ahead, Jordan. Go right ahead. Moving forward, cause that one doesn't make no sense to me. That's why I find it to be funny. Look, even Merry Christmas to you, Sherry Bryan, and Mimi over there laughing. I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, let's on to the next one. One second. Oh, let's talk about this migrant Guatemalan migrant situation. So there was a woman a couple weeks ago. She was found burned to death in the subway and everything, and they finally caught the guy who did it. And it was an illegal illegal immigrant who's from the thing is he's an illegal immigrant. He got deported back to Guatemala, and then for some type of way he had came back to America and everything. And then he had deleted this woman by burning her and everything. And now they called him, and I don't know if they're going to deport her and everything. And it just shows you, like, when it comes to illegal immigrants, we having a big problem, especially in major cities, and there's illegal immigrants who are deleting Americans, and it's very sad to see. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that we chop it up.
Now that my shout out to King Rooster is in the building.
What's up, Rooster?
To the East Coast, New York police have arrested a man on murder and arson charges for the death of a woman who was set on fire inside a subway train on Sunday. Police said the suspect, identified as 33-year-old Sebastian Zabeta, approached the woman while she was on the train, set her on fire, and then watched her burn to death.
It was just before 7:30 this morning when our person of interest and the victim were both riding an F train to the end of the line at Stillwell Avenue in Brooklyn. As the train pulled into the station, the suspect calmly walked up to the victim, who was in a seated position at the end of a subway car. The suspect used what we believe to be a lighter to ignite the victim's clothing, which became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds. Officers who were on patrol on an upper level of that station smelled and saw smoke and went to investigate. What they saw was a person standing inside the train car, fully engulfed in flames. With the help of an MTA employee and a fire extinguisher, the flames were put out. Unfortunately, it was too late, and the victim was pronounced on the scene.
Now, immigration officials say Zabeta, who is from Guatemala, was deported back in 2018 and did not have permission to return to the United States. Zabeta's Brooklyn address matches that of a community center that provides housing and substance abuse support. Now, after the heinous crime, Americans took to social media to criticize the Biden administration's border policies for failing to prevent dangerous migrants from entering the country. On social media, many accused New York Governor Kathy Hochul and Democratic Representatives Yvette Clarke from Brooklyn and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from the Bronx for being liable for the death of the woman. This comes just weeks after Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez said that New York City's subway system was unsafe because of people like Daniel Penny, who was found not guilty in the fatal chokehold killing of a homeless man, Jordan Neely. Meanwhile, several Americans said they were waiting for Donald Trump to take office so that the mass deportations can in fact begin. Now, it must be noted that during his election campaign, Donald Trump repeatedly called for the death penalty for illegal migrants who harm U.S. citizens.
Immediately upon taking the oath of office, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. We'll get them out. And I will rescue every town across America that's been invaded and conquered. These towns have been conquered. And we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail, or we'll kick them the hell out of our country as fast as we can. And I'm hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer.
Meanwhile, social media users have been outraged after the horrific incident, calling for more police presence on New York City's subway lines. Now, murders in the transit system are in fact rare, with 9 killings just this year compared to only 5 last year. And with more than 4 million daily commuters, the crime rate for the Big Apple subway system remains low compared to major cities across the world. However, the latest incident has caused massive uproar online, with demands for more police deployment and stricter monitoring of the subway trains.
Oh man, these migrants, bro. I'll tell you.
So it's very sad to see, and that's why one of the reasons when Donald Trump said when he immediately comes be inaugurated, he won't have them trucks ready to send that mass deportation. I think he's gonna send more than New York and everything, but yeah, man, it's just sad to see that people illegally come into our country and deleted our Americans. Very sad to see. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take, man?
That's why I'm on board with Trump to say he about to do the biggest deportation in American history. I agree with him. Get them out of here. Not all of them. There are some good migrants that's actually doing stuff productive inside the United States. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the criminals, the one that attacked that woman, the one that's trying to do harm within the community. They need to go on. They need to be prosecuted by the full extent of the law. See. You can't let everybody. I understand America is the land of the free, but you cannot allow everybody in. This is why Canada have a boarding system that they have a process. They say you can't come in here legally. This is why other countries do the same thing. But America, we have a very loving arms, and we say everybody's welcome. But the person that we allowing into our country, the same one that's doing harm to our civilians, and that's not right. That's not right. That person need to be. That person, to be honest with you, Jordan, he need to be executed. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, he does. There's
no prison time. He need to be executed. But the prison system is a business, so they're gonna be like, just to give him prison time. Go right ahead, Akeem.
Thank you, Sherry. Merry Christmas to you to North Carolina. I want to give a special shout out to all the black women on there. They just know how to make a black man feel good. Hey, Sherry, this is what I'm drinking on. This is what I'm drinking.
Is it purified?
It's spring. So to say this is what we've been talking about, and I don't want people to think that we are xenophobe. Dr. Ifatumbe. Shout out to Sweet Pea Tweaks. We're not xenophobe. We just want America to be safe. We want immigrants to come here and stay. We just want the immigrants who not committing crimes. If you come in here to clean, I don't want the ones who come here to clean toilets and scrub floors to get deported. No. Or you working at some chicken factory in Iowa. You're not the ones I'm worried about. I would just stay out the way. You know what I mean? We want the ones who stepping. We want the ones who throwing signs. That's all we worried about. So he say, "Oh, it's full though. How can you need to stay hydrated? Don't worry, Vincent. Vincent, half of this will be gone by the night. Half of this will be gone. You don't know if there was another bottle there. I just." Go ahead. Man.
So the visit caught you lying, Hakeem, huh?
Listen, y'all don't see see nothing else bad. Y'all just see a bottle of water. Yeah.
Yeah, with me, this stories going around. Like I said, we address the situation about illegal immigrants, in certain cities, New York, Chicago, here, Los Angeles, Denver, and how they come up here, and also I did mention Chicago and everything. And now we seeing hear a couple stories about illegal immigrants, deleting Americans and everything. It's just yo, man, it needs to be addressed immediately. When Joe Biden was president, what did he do? Hey, let's bring all these immigrants in, because it's I guess let's bring immigrants in, so in the long term it can help us out and everything. But the thing is it's too much, and now that we're hearing these stories that illegal immigrants merely from South America, and they're doing these things to these Americans and delete our Americans, we got to do something real quick, and it's a big problem. So once Trump come in here, and Trump's not playing around, he's gonna go to majority major cities, and all these little immigrants really talking about he's gonna get the criminals first. Get these criminals, get them out of here, and make sure they stay out. Because as as Americans, we shouldn't be seeing stuff like this. And I mean, we you look at Canada, they don't have a problem like this. Mexico, even though you don't hear Mexico, they do have an immigrant problem as well, because they are places from people from Central America and also South America, and they try to go up into Mexico as well. So Mexico has a problem as well when it comes to immigrants as well. But us, we need to fix this right immediately, and make sure everybody's safe, because like I said, a lot of people, like I said, they do want to go to New York. First timer people, they want to go to New York, they want to go to the subway, but the subway's not safe right now. Subway is really not a safe place to go and everything. So it needs to be addressed. I'm like I said, I'm with the mass deportation of getting these illegal immigrants out of here, especially the ones that are committing crime, so we can have especially our major cities safe again, because it's just not good to see, not here to see that in New York, it's not safe to go into safe subway center because stuff like this, and it needs to be addressed.
Yeah, that was it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That was it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those that's watching us right now on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you guys follow. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. We really do greatly appreciate it. And remember, guys, don't go anywhere, because right after we're done, that Shite Shit Adventure will be going live. So sit back and relax. YouTube's gonna leave you guys right over there. So go ahead, Jordan. Moving forward.
Yep, we got a couple more, so let's keep going. So let's talk about a Georgia homeowner. So she got arrested after attempting to remove a squatter from her rental home. Police claimed the homeowner performed an illegal eviction. She said, "I spent the night on my mat on a concrete floor while this squatter slept in my room." And when it comes to certain states and everything, they have different laws when it comes to when people come stay in your house and everything. When people like squatters, they come stay in your house, you can't legally evict them yet. You have to go to a long process in order to get the squatters out and everything. And there's strict laws happening in New York and also Georgia. And but yeah, this woman got arrested because she did a legal eviction, and she just tried to get her home back. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
And if they have to get somebody killed, they'll do it.
Calm down.
A Clayton County attorney spent 2 nights in jail after police arrested her for trying to remove an alleged squatter from her home. Good evening. I'm George Estevez.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona in for Linda Stouffer.
That alleged squatter remains in the Clayton County house. More than 3 months after an eviction battle began, Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. And Justin, the homeowner is the one facing criminal charges here, not the squatters.
George, the Clayton County homeowner says she showed up to the house because she thought the alleged squatter had finally moved out after losing a court judgment. Instead, the Clayton Sheriff's Department says that homeowner performed an illegal eviction.
They've been squatting, and if they have to get somebody killed, they'll do it.
Calm down. From Clayton County Sheriff's body camera, you can see the homeowner, Lalitha Hale, taken away to jail, not the alleged squatter at this Livingston Drive home.
She's going to be charged with criminal damage to property for all of your belongings, criminal trespass as well for her coming in here.
I spent the night on a mat on a concrete floor in deplorable conditions while this woman, this squatter, slept in my home.
Lalitha Hale says this all started back in August when she called police after finding Sakimia Johnson in the house.
How can she not be a squatter when I don't know this person? I've never had any type of contractual relationship with this person.
But a Clayton County magistrate judge ruled under the new Squatter Reform Act, Sakimia Johnson did not qualify as a squatter because she is related to a previous evicted tenant's partner.
I was read in the citation about a lawful squatter and an order, a judge signed the order denying it, saying that I wasn't a squatter.
That started a multi-month court battle, filings and appeals. Johnson even filed for bankruptcy, listing Lalitha Hale as her only creditor. But November 18th, the magistrate judge ordered a final judgment in Hale's favor. Hale says she thought Johnson moved out.
Returned on Monday to start painting, and she had broken the locks and re-entered my property.
She just pulled up out of nowhere, and she had this guy with him, and I locked the door. I locked the screen door, and he forced himself in, telling us to get out.
Hale admits she is still waiting on a signed writ of possession, meaning she has no legal right to evict.
We have to be notified of this. A writ has to be served, and we have to be involved in that for it to be a legitimate eviction.
Hi there, it's Justin Gray with Channel 2. No one answered at the home when we knocked. The sheriff's deputy can be heard on body camera telling Hale to think of things from the alleged squatter's point of view.
But just think of it from this perspective, though. Everybody isn't as fortunate as you to have a bed. No, I'm just saying, a bed, the little things.
To see that woman walk into my mom's house while I was in a police car, something is wrong with this picture. Something is inherently wrong with this picture.
They've been squatting, and
Yeah, man, that's according to some laws in certain states, like in Georgia, you can get arrested illegally for doing illegal eviction, try to get somebody out your out the house. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take, man?
Here we go with the squatters. These laws got to change, man. They got to change. That's why I told people it's very important who you vote in locally, because whoever you vote locally, make it nationally. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening right now. A lot of these squatters, there are a lot of Georgia are dealing with it. New York are dealing with it. All over the place they're dealing with it because there's no laws telling them to get the heck out of my property. And look, now the owners are getting arrested. And mind you, they own the place. How you going to get arrested? That's my establishment. That's my home. But because of the law, there's nothing you can do. You got to give them a eviction notice, and they got up to 90 days to get out. Mind you, Hakeem, they got in there. So I can go to somebody's house right now, Hakeem, and be there for 90 days. They can't even kick me out. And that's crazy.
That's
boy, they want a civil war out here. Go ahead, Hakeem.
What just happened is so nasty. This is why we need our beloved Trump to get in the office to rectify this. You cannot be coming in somebody's house and squat. That lady who's squatting should be ashamed of herself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't want to be a good American, go pay your own bills. You want to try to get over on the system. This is why I don't feel bad when people get hurt. You're not squatting over here. I will make life miserable. I don't mind going to jail. I don't mind making things scary. You don't play with people. And people, just pay for your own stuff. Like, we trying to get over all the time does not make sense, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. I feel for that lady going, and then that cop say, look at it from that perspective. She doesn't even know the lady. She just broke into the locks. Why she's not getting hit with home invasion for breaking and stealing? He said Trump won't fix it either. He knows what's up. He likes taxes too. I understand that. This is why it's better to have a lazy cousin live at the house than some of these own people.
Yeah, I hear you, Akeem, man. It's just some of these states need to change their laws immediately, yo. Well, not immediately, as soon as possible, because me has own a couple homes, and then one night somebody break into one of my homes and start living with it. I'll be pissed and I'll be upset as well, man. And a lot of people, they know about these laws and they definitely take full advantage. There might be some people, if they see a house, something like that, or they be watching people and all that type of stuff, scoping the place out, and then once they see it, they pounce on it. And what they might do, okay, they'll stay there for like a couple months, and they'll probably find next house to squat, and everything. And yeah, man, I don't like squatters. I feel bad for that woman. I definitely feel bad for that woman. And hopefully hopefully states like New York and Georgia, because that's what you hear most squatters about. They could find a way to make a new law address this quickly, because I just feel for the lady, man. That's messed up.
Shout out to Truth and Never Favorite. He say, Chaos Culture Radio, my brethren, happy holiday. Love y'all. Love you too, big dog. Great to see you. I hope you're having a lot of eggnog on me. Pause, no Diddy. You know what I mean? I'm eggnog crazy. By January, I'm gonna be eggnog out. I'm sick of eggnog right now. This is my eggnog season, so just leave me be. But go right ahead. Join the Time is Against Us. Moving forward before we head up and out of here very soon. Go ahead. Jordan, you muted.
My bad. So let's get to Casanat. So Casanat, he spoke on the stream and he was advised a bit about, when it comes to weed. He said, stop smoking weed. Meaning, smoking recreationally, because he feel like a lot of people, that smoke weed and everything, it makes them lazy, and you could spend your time doing other things. And there, and he does have a point on that. So go ahead, I can play the clip of Casanat about giving people advice about stop smoking weed.
Weed smokers, that motherfucker make them slower. Believe it or not. How about you make this, you do this. At least get some things done, and then to celebrate, smoke the Zaza. Okay? Just get like a certain amount of productive things done, and then be like, you know what, this is my reward. Let me hit this Zaza. Cause when you start looking at life like that, bro, unless you're a great worker while you smoke weed and shit, but like, bro, I know mad niggas, they be moving slow off that motherfucker. Tell Snoop Dogg, no, see, this is where you got it wrong. Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg already. He did what he had to do. You see, that's your problem. You worried about another nigga instead of worried about yourself. Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg. He's good. If you smoke weed, nigga, fuck that weed, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I know mad weed smokers, that motherfucker make them slower. Believe it or not.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Does he have a point?
He has a good point, but that doesn't apply to everybody, though. Because I have to be.
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are not taking good weed nowadays.
They're not, but he does have a point. Everybody who I know smoke weed don't get a lot done. They're not they really don't got no motion. So when he say that is real, like I don't know anybody who puffed the la and get busy and really got stuff cooking, shaking and baking, hot like grease. I don't know like a lot of people like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody who I know who blow that Buddha blunt, that Zaza, that airplane, that exotic, usually are four steps behind me, because I don't blow Zaza. I'm on energy gum. Like I'm pumped up, like I'm ready to get it. If you like that, then you 5 steps behind me.
No, but that is true when it comes to aspect of right now, Hakeem. A lot of people are doing weed or marijuana, and they're not functioning. I mean, they're doing it at work, not functioning. They're doing it in the restaurant, not functioning. They driving while doing it, not functioning. So it's like they not. I'm not saying they taking the good ganja. They taking the one that's really messing them up, really messing them up. And and I think right now it's just sad to say, like, it's bringing people to like a low state of themselves instead of a high state of themselves. So I'm not a smoker, so I can't really speak on it too much. So people that do smoke, there is some people that do function while smoking. It keeps them level headed, it keep them focused. But for some others that really not smokers, bro, you see them, they like walking zombies or something. I don't know how can you be seeing them in Miami. I see them all the time.
All the time. All the
Shout out
time.
to Genesis. Shout out to Genesis at the dog that's also in the building. You can catch
Hey,
her on the drip show. She be holding it
Genesis,
down over there.
we played the song the last show. You wasn't even around.
She wasn't. Oh man, you literally put a song for her. She was not even around.
Yeah.
Go right ahead, Jordan. Go right ahead.
Yeah, so what Constant Knight was saying, he does have a point. So as we all know, cannabis is, cannabis industry is building and it's building and building, and it's likely it's going to overtake the tobacco. As we see, cannabis is on the drive, tobacco is getting low, and a lot of people don't know about cannabis. Since we have a lot of these dispensaries right here, and a lot of companies, want to have their cannabis company by growing it and everything. You see that a lot of companies are processing more on marijuana, which is a bad thing, or also trying to bring marijuana to a higher THC level. So instead of a regular 22% to 30%, they raise it to process it more to be like 30 or 40%, which they can do very bad damage, to your health and also to your brain and everything. So what Castanet is saying, he does have a point of people who are, going to dispensaries and everything and trying like marijuana that's infused or have like a higher THC levels. And those higher THC levels can be dangerous for you and everything. And that's why you might see some people walking by looking like zombies, may be more lazy or things like that. And there's studies show that it does have more bad effect on your body when it comes to these marijuana being more processed and going to higher THC levels. So I agree with Costco 100%. If like some weed smokers do for a long time, their body it kind of adjusts to it and everything. And some people they can adjust to it, they can work whatever, all that type of things. But when it comes to not regular weed smokers or in and out weed smokers, it could do some damage and everything, especially if we do recreational. When it comes to medical, that's a different story because you go to the doctor, you get doctor's notes and everything. But when it comes to recreational use and everything, and if you overuse it or if you smoke in the higher THC levels, it can do damage to your body, especially to the brain, on a long-term basis. So, what Constantine's saying, just hey man, stop smoking weed because these dispensaries, they want you to buy, but the thing is, it might be dangerous for some people on a long-term basis.
No, you Genesis, you make some good points in the chat, but I was just saying because there's some people they really taking stuff in the streets,
yeah,
and it's really messing them up.
And we talk about.
And I think that what Castanet is in front of, huh?
And we just talk about for recreational use, not for medical use. Medical use we understand, but recreational use, that's what we're kind of talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, that is so. But that was so guys, so very important for make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I but a special shout out to everybody, and we wish you guys all a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. So even we have some people that also celebrate what was Hanukkah too as well. So happy for all you guys, and make sure you guys be safe. Because I know some people right now they grocery shopping, some people still at the mall. I know the malls getting ready to shut down, getting ready to close. So be safe out there. I see some video right now. People acting crazy, even in the Dollar Tree. Hakeem and Jordan, Dollar Tree people are fighting in Dollar Tree. So I'm saying just be safe out there. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much pretty much for tuning in on this special edition of Chaos Culture Radio on this Christmas Eve. Thank you so much, Genesis After Dark, for being here. King Rooster, always coming down, holding us down, man. Shout out to the lovely Mimi that was also in the building. Also the lovely Sherry Bryan that was also in the building. Guys, remember, don't go anywhere because right after we done, it's going to leave you guys right over to the Shiesty Avenger. They're going live tonight on this Christmas Eve. So you guys who still Christmas wrapping and can't sleep and having eggnogs and partying, because I know some people are having Christmas Eve parties. Shiesty Avenger will be on, so there's some entertainment for you guys while y'all doing your thing. You know, shout out to the lovely Mom, Mother, Natasha Vincent. Thank you so much for y'all for always supporting the platform. Thank you, King Dog, the Mom Father, also supporting the platform. We really do greatly appreciate you for your super chat. And also, Joe Don't Hurt Him. Joe Don't Hurt Him. Joe Don't Hurt Him. Thank you. Blessing be upon you, big dog. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really do greatly appreciate you for supporting the platform. Shout out to Y High, that was also in the building. Thank you so much, Y High. Shout out to Bobby Bryant. Happy holiday, Bobby Bryant. Make sure you're safe over there. Give me 1 second. Killer Swag, I know he be watching. So shout out to Killer Swag. I know he's probably watching in the cloud. Thank you so much, Killer Swag, for being here. Abby Wody, thank you so much for being here on the over here, big dogs. Shout out to Liberated Soul, that was also in the building. Shout out to Truth Never Favorite. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I think he's going live. I'm not sure he's going live this week, but I think I saw him his schedule for him going live. So guys, make sure you go over there and support the brother. Now that don't forget the lovely Sapphire Gray, Sea Rising Soul. I know right now it's the Christmas holiday, so I know she's doing a lot right now. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to her channel. Also, Ruthless True. He didn't come by. You know he got women, guys. So you know he's Christmas shopping. If I see him on a panel, I'm like, Rufus, you must be Christmas shopping. So, you know, shout out to him, man. He always coming over here showing us love. I went in for Nightish. We were supposed to have a show with him setting up, so I'm just waiting for him when he's ready to go. We were supposed to come out today, but something must have came up. But I hit him up later in the back. Shout out to Stephanie Watkins. Thank you so much. I know you had a connection issue. I know you were coming home from work, but thank you so much for being there. Happy holidays. Make sure you're safe out there. Make sure you guys are safe. Shout out to Peace by Peace. Shout out to people that's watching us on Instagram. Shay, Lisa, Toon War, Big Brian. Thank you so much for being here. You know, shout out to those watching us on Facebook as well. Shout out to those watching us on X. Rumble, Lady Patriot, thank you for holding us down over there on Rumble. We had 6 people over there watching us on Rumble, 10 people watching us over there on X. You know, right now, everybody's Christmas shopping. And don't forget to get in. And shout out to Hank in the basement. He said, "What's good, fellows?"
What's good?
What's good, Hank? What's good, Hank? Great to see you, man. Hank, you was right. Your Bears are out. My 49ers are out. And the Cowboys are out. So the Jordan team is the only one that's still surviving. And Hakeem's team. Because he said he's going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And Detroit's still in there. But my team is out. They're done. They're done. And we play Detroit. I'm betting against them. Oh, no, I'm just joking. I'm betting against them with the Detroit. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification so you never miss it when we go live. Make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio description, and also I already pinned the link in the chat where you'll find a Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt that hat like Liberated Soul says. That's where you can find the hat. Also the coffee mug. You can also find the coffee mug on there. The sweaters. It is winter time. So guys, make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio merch. Get your merch. Support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. Don't forget Prince Hakeem book, Black Love, is in the community tab. For some reason, we can't put it in the description. I don't know why, but we just can't put it in the description. So, but it's in the community tab. So guys, go ahead, check it out. Hakeem is almost done with his second book, and also he's almost done with his album.
It's done. I just sent it to the editor today.
Oh, you did? Perfect. I will be buying it. I will be buying it. And I will have it in one of my collections. I will have it more in my collection. I got 2 of your books already. This is gonna be my 3rd. Yeah. I'm gonna have all your books on the frame, big dog. Trust me. Make sure you sign it.
I emailed it to the editor.
Yes. And your album's almost done. Your album's almost done.
I'm 30. I got 2 more songs and that's it. So this year, the next month or 2, y'all should get it.
Yeah, so guys, be on the lookout, guys. Tomorrow's Christmas. Spend time with your loved ones. If you're on somebody's panel, if you're on somebody's live stream, don't be there too long. Spend time with your loved ones. Go outside. Don't stay inside. Well, some places are snowing, but if it's snowing, I get it. But if it's not snowing, go outside. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? And Hank say, congratulations, Hakeem.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hank, you didn't hear Chaos Culture Radio gonna be the biggest thing on the planet. And Hank, we gotta do a show too as well.
Natasha.
Hank, we gotta do a show too. Hank, I hope you hear him. You gotta do a show too. You gotta come over here. We gotta do a show. We gotta do a reaction show with you, big dog. We gotta do a reaction show with you. But I hit you up more in the back about that. But and now that there's a lot of games tomorrow too. There's a lot of NFL, so be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of NFL. There's a lot of football, a lot of basketball. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of hockey. Huh?
Don't forget about Beyonce. She's gonna be performing on the halftime show.
Oh yeah, she will be. I think Beyonce and Mariah Carey on 2 different shows. I think
So
on the Chiefs game.
Yep, Chiefs game, and then the Houston game.
Beyonce's at the evening game. Yeah, I think with
correct.
Baltimore. So a lot of people, and it's gonna be on Netflix. This is a big look for Netflix. This is gonna be the first time ever the NFL will be on Netflix.
Before we go, Ronnie, Netflix, you better get it right now. You better not do this. Y'all better not be buffering like that fight, that Mike Tyson fight, and Jay Paul fight. You better get it right, Netflix.
Yeah, because a lot of people gonna be tuning in. A lot of people gonna be tuning in. So I know that's right, right, Hank? We gotta do a show. But yeah, that would say enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy your Christmas and be safe. And like I said, have a eggnog on me. Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, guys. We love you. Go ahead, Hakeem.
It is Genesis After Dark here.
She gone. Remember, because Drip doing the show tonight.
Oh, okay.
You know, Drip, you know, she partnered up with Drip.
She requested a song. I was going to play it, but she's not here then. We can keep it moving.
What song she requested it?
The same song I played the other night.
I'm trying to wait. She's not in here. I don't see her. I think she left. Majority of the time when we about to end the show, majority of them leave. Yeah. They're on wind down. And now that, but shout out to 135 people was watching us too as well. YouTube, the other numbers not actually accurate because if you go into the YouTube studio, you guys can see the actual numbers. But I'm just learning that for content creators so they can see why I only see 5 people here. But if you go to YouTube and every time the show ends, it gives you the actual number, how many people actually was in the building. So shout out to that. But we had 136 people watching us. We really do greatly appreciate you guys so very much for tuning in every time we go live. So that being said, we over and out.